Good morning and welcome to the program Perspectives. This morning, Perspectives will be looking at COVID-19, or, some people would say coronavirus, and where we are with it on the global world, and of course, talking about where we are with it in Kaduna State. Now, as a problem, or there is an issue about COVID-19. Yes, vaccine has come out for cure of COVID-19, and people all over the world are interested in these vaccines, and people are saying that get us these vaccines, let's get to use them, and all of that. The efficacy of the vaccine too is being put to test, and of course, for the scientists that have come out with this vaccine, they're saying that the efficacy of it is over 90%. But again, what we have all over the world now is believing it that COVID-19 vaccine can work. Now we do know that, especially for some of us that are on social media, would hear that all sorts of stories are being carried about on the believability of COVID-19 vaccine. Is it true that it is one vaccine that may not just be used for the right purposes? And the question being asked is that can we stand on that? Well, we'll be talking with doctors on this, on the believability of the COVID-19 vaccine, how it works, whether it works, and to believe that when it comes, we know that in Nigeria, we're having it here in Nigeria too, and to believe in it that it can't do its work may be an issue for us to look at this morning. I will be having Dr. Oyefabi on the line this morning to talk to us on COVID-19 vaccine and how it's working, and whether we can all get ready to take the vaccine when it comes to all of us. It's a program Perspectives this morning, and we'll go for a short break. We're back with you. Welcome back. This is the program Perspectives, and we're talking about the believability of the COVID-19 vaccine, and what is going around now, especially in the continent, about whether COVID-19 vaccine is real, or we should not just be ready to take this vaccine. But Dr. Oyefabi is my guest this morning on the program, and would like to look at this issue. Dr. Oyefabi, good morning, and glad to have you on Perspectives. Hello, good morning, doctor. Good morning, doctor.
Good morning.
Okay.
Am I audible now?
Yes, very audible.
Yes, I'm audible.
Okay. The COVID-19 vaccine, yes, with all the, pharmaceutical giants in the world who have come out with the COVID-19 vaccine, efficacy of it, and, we're getting to know that over 90% of the pharmaceutical giants who have come up with the COVID-19 vaccine. But the issue that we're having now, especially in the African continent, with the rumor going around, and saying that it might just be one way to reduce population, and for people not to take the COVID-19, as we're getting to hear now. But from your perspective, doctor, and what is going around the world, the believability of COVID-19 vaccine, efficacy of it, and should we trust it that we can be safe to use the COVID-19 vaccine?
Thank you very much, my friend, Mr. Tony Alabi. In Nigeria, about 2 weeks ago, we received about 3.92 million doses of AstraZeneca vaccine from the COVAX facility. That's the coalition comprising of World Health Organization, the UNICEF, the CEPI, and some other organizations who came together to assist Nigeria to get this vaccine. We need to thank God for this great public health feat in response to the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic that has terribly affected the economy of many high and low income countries. So this is a great feat for this country that we have this vaccine today. And the issue of the safety of the vaccine has already been clarified. The AstraZeneca vaccine is very safe for use and is very efficacious, and it will help us a lot to bring down this pandemic. So all the rumors going down about conspiracy theory about that population reduction and all manner of things on social media, they are our enemies. They are just put together by some group of people that we may not know their aim, just to make sure that this pandemic does not end. We that we are frontline healthcare workers, we are praying that this COVID-19 pandemic will come to an end so that life can return to normal. And I can tell you, the vaccine is one of the most potent, one of the most effective public health strategies to bring out this pandemic. If you can just make sure that you take the vaccine, and now that's available, now we have very few doses. That's what we should even know. Nigeria just have less than 4 million doses, and the population is almost above 200 million. So what the government is even doing at this first phase, because the vaccine is even to be administered in phases, phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. The first phase is for people like us who are frontline healthcare workers. Then our leaders, the strategic leaders, then the elderly, and those who have comorbidity. So this is just the first phase. And surprisingly, because of so many news that people are hearing, people are running away from what can actually give them safety. And most of the time, some people even base this on what was happening in Europe. They said Italy, mentioning Germany, some other countries that they said they have paused or stopped the use of AstraZeneca. But it's good for them to be. It's good for them to be. It's good for people to be aware of what is happening globally. It's very good for people to be aware of what's happening globally, because the same European country that they are complaining that have stopped the use of this vaccination, they are resuming. Yesterday, now many of them are resuming back to start using the vaccine again. And many of us who are frontline care workers in the state, we have taken our dose. His Excellency, the Executive Governor of the state, have taken his dose. Most of our leaders in the state, they have taken their doses. So I don't really know what is our fears. So I thank God for a program like this, and I think people hearing us should please do not hesitate to go and register. Do your online registration and be ready for your vaccination.
Again, about the vaccine, the COVID-19 vaccine, we get to hear too that there are side effects to on taking these vaccines, and the side effects for some people is that.
Thank you very much, my friend, Mr. Tony Alabi. Thank you very much. Let those who are saying that tell us: is there any vaccine available anywhere in the world that does not have side effects? There's none. The BCG vaccine has side effects. The polio vaccine has side effects. The measles vaccine has side effects. The pentavalent vaccine has side effects. But these are mild side effects. Sometimes we give our children, under 5 children, you give them vaccination. Then you come back home, they will have some mild fever, they have some pain at the point of injections. So these are, those who are saying this, they are just naysayers. These vaccines, some people may have side effects. Some people may not have side effects. I took my own. I just have some slight pain at the point of injection. That's all. Another person can have some mild fever. One of my colleagues has some mild fever, weaknesses. After some 3 days, they take clears. So, Mr. Goyalabi, the point is this. Would you like to take a vaccine that will give you just a mild pain or a mild fever, or you not take it and you'll be admitted in the facility, in our facility, in the isolation center, and we are with you as a critical or as a severe case, and we need to be resuscitating you with all manner of oxygen therapy, including intubation or ventilation. So you see, so me, as far as we are concerned, you see, I think it's ignorance that is being fueled by some people that have some hidden agenda against this vaccine. Maybe some people are benefiting from the ongoing pandemic and they don't want it to end.
And doctor, let's confirm too. On taking the vaccines.
Yes.
Again, what is happening on the rumor mill is that give it to the politicians, give it to our leaders first, and let's see, how they come down with it before people can go for the vaccines. Why again would not, people talking about leaders and politicians to take the vaccines first before it gets to the people?
Those who are asking that question, are they listening to news? The first person that took the vaccine after the inauguration, after the vaccine was inaugurated in Abuja nationally, the first person was the frontline healthcare worker. After those people took their own, His Excellency, the president of this country, took his own, and all service leaders, nationally and at the state level. When he came here, we frontline workers were given the opportunity, the prioritized us to take the first doses, of which I am among. This is more than a week now that are taking the first dose. We are doing very fine. And after that, our leaders in this state, I have just told you, the Excellency himself are taking the vaccines. The commissioners have taken the vaccines. Religious leaders have taken the vaccines. Sovereign leaders in the state have taken the vaccines. So what are we talking about? And nobody has come to tell you that this is the problem that this is a problem that they have encounter taking this vaccine. Those who are talking of blood clots as the side effect of this vaccine, the issue came from Europe. And what we are saying is that how many people have blood clots compared to the number of people that have been vaccinated. When you vaccinate millions of people, and less than people are talking of blood clots in tanks, and you cannot even relate these blood clots to the vaccination. So there's a problem, and that's why we see some of these European countries have come out to say that what they are stopping that vaccine was even politically motivated in the first instance, and that's what we are trying to get our people to understand. That see, as far as our country is concerned, thousands of people have taken the vaccine in Nigeria today, including Kaduna State. None of us have gotten any blood clots. Nobody has come down with any serious side effects. And let me also let you know, for side effects, there is a national monitoring of these side effects. Nationally, it's being monitored. If you have any side effects, if you have any side effect, there is a national monitor for the side effects. There is a way your data will be collected. It will be sent from the local government to the state, to the Federal Ministry of Health, to the National Primary Care Agency, to NAFDAC. There is a monitor. But up till now, there is no any serious side effect that anybody has complained of, to the best of our understanding. So as far as we are concerned, the AstraZeneca vaccine is very safe. And the safety can be compared to the Johnson & Johnson and to the other type of vaccines that we may still be expected to use in our country. Thank you.
Doctor, let's look again at the variants that we're having. The South African variant, we have the English variant, we have the American variant. All of that is coming up now too. So with the variants that we're having in different parts of the world, the efficacy of the COVID-19 vaccine and how the variants too, how can confirmation of it and the efficacy of it now is the issue or the problem now?
You see, there may be variants, but the vaccine we have now is capable of giving us safety. This is what is important. And let me also let you know that scientists are working around the clock, even to produce vaccines against some of these variants. And you can know that the one that we have now, they are still effective against some of the variants that are coming up. And if there is a need for genetic modification of some of the, if there is a need to modify the vaccine to suit any other variant that will arise, that will be done. That is not our problem. But you see, what we should know now is that the vaccine that we have in our country now is effective and safe for us. And when you take the first dose, the protection is more than 80%. By the time you are taking the second dose, you are protection from the vaccine is entering almost 90%. You see, when you combine this, the use of face mask, hand washing, cough hygiene, and some of that other non-pharmacological measures that we have talked about, then you are protected. When you do this, I do this, everybody do this, something will happen to us. We edge of population immunity. And once that is formed, it is difficult for any other, for that community that is vaccinated to be infected with COVID-19 again. So if you are doing this, you are not only, if you are getting vaccinated, you are not only helping yourself, it has become a civic duty. Because you are interested not only in your own health, but in the health of the Nigerian populace. And that is why anybody that has understanding will know that it is important for him to be vaccinated, not only you, any other person that is above the age of 18 should be prepared to be vaccinated when the time comes. Thank you.
Okay, and Doctor, again, what's coming up with the COVID-19 vaccine is that, yes, once taken, is it total cure, for COVID-19, or that you can take the vaccine and also, come back, with the issue of, the coronavirus again? So the efficacy, again, I'm talking about that.
Thank you, Mr. Tony Alabi. We are in public health, and we have understanding of vaccines. See, is there any vaccine in this world that they say the efficacy is 100%? There's none. You see, there are sometimes some children, you vaccinate them, even with the measles vaccine. You will still see somebody say they are taking vaccine, but he has measles. Somebody say they are taking vaccine, he still has TB. You can even see this car. So the same thing with the COVID-19 vaccine, the efficacy is not 100%. And you see, there are other things that can make a vaccine, you can make someone to take a vaccine, and the person will not be protected. Maybe the way the transportation, the storage in the cooling system, the vaccine storage, the handling of the vaccine, the storage, they call it the cold chain. And some of those things are important. So you see, when those things, and even the technicality of the healthcare worker who we administer the vaccine, so all these things are very important to the success of that vaccination. So when the population takes vaccine, a very few proportion of that population, not very big, may still test positive. May, that's what we are saying. The majority will be protected. Hello?
I'm with you, Doctor.
The majority will be protected. For example, you have maybe 100 who take vaccine, and 1 or 2 persons say they still come down with COVID-19. This may not be a big problem to us because we are already forming a herd immunity. Even the person that has the COVID-19 will not be able to spread to others, and the thing will cleanse for few days. And it's better for all of us than for us to continue like this. We are already passing 1 year of fighting this infection in our country. Thank God that we didn't have the severe form of COVID in Nigeria. And that's why many Nigerians, they don't want to believe or they don't take this thing serious. But when you see crime where you have severe or critical cases, and the few critical cases that we have had in our center here, and any other person in the country, any other place in the country, the mortality is high. But when I say mortality, I mean the death is high. So the best for us is for us to be vaccinated one, and again for us to use the non-pharmacological interventions. That's what some people doesn't understand. They are vaccinated. It's as if still using my face mask.
Dr. Ifabi,
yes,
looking at the intervention and the pursuit for the vaccine to go all over the world, I want to make a case study of America. When it first started, COVID-19, the health workers who are on the front line to be vaccinated, and yes, it went round. But coming to a country, like Nigeria and the continent of Africa, the COVID-19 vaccine going round with the level of corruption that we have, that we cannot run away from in Nigeria. Again, your concerns about the COVID-19 vaccine, going round and for everybody to have access to it. What are your concerns for Nigeria?
There is no serious concern, Mr. Tony. And we need to give kudos to our leaders. We need to give kudos to our leaders in this country. These leaders are interested in our health, and they are making provisions. Now we have 3.92 million of the vaccines. And just as you have said, the vaccine is going to be in 2 doses. And provisions have been made for those who collect the first dose to have the second dose. And provisions are also being made for subsequent supplies of vaccines from the source. So in some few months' time, we are going to be getting additional vaccines until all the eligible populations are vaccinated. But you see, this thing they are coming from foreign countries. We have not started local production. But as much as possible, our leaders are negotiating with the source companies, with the source organization, so that we can get the vaccines on time. And don't forget that nations are now scrambling. What do I mean? They are scrambling for the vaccines. Everybody wants to have the vaccines. And this is the reason why we are having it in Africa, having in Nigeria, having in Ghana, having in Cote d'Ivoire, and some other countries, because you cannot vaccinate your people in America and think you have done well. If you don't extend to other parts of the world, the COVID-19 infection will still come back to you. So that is why one of our dad says we need to vaccinate everywhere for us to be protected everywhere. So the concern about supply is not a problem. The vaccine will come. But on the demand side, that's on the population side, let there be acceptance. Let the people be ready to be vaccinated. Let people stop listening to unverified reports on social media. Let people stop listening to rumors. Let them stop listening to negative perceptions. There is no conspiracy as far as this vaccine is concerned. The same vaccine that the healthcare workers take is what our strategic leaders take. And that's why I would have been happier if the media had covered what happened in Kaduna State. Some of the strategic leaders were coming to the public to take their vaccination, to show that there's nobody is hiding anything. Thank you.
Okay, Doctor, just plead with you. We'll go for commercial break. We'll just be back with you after the break.
Sorry, man.
As we feed your curiosity on 98.9 Invicta FM. Get the best of everything you're looking for on radio. 98.9 Invicta FM.
Welcome back. Is the program Perspectives this morning, and we're talking about the efficacy of the COVID-19 vaccine that we're having all over the world now. It's here with us in Nigeria, and again, believing it and taking it is what we're looking at this morning. And Dr. Gboyega Oyefabi is my guest on the program this morning. Doctor, yes, we're getting confirmation from you that we can all come out and take the COVID-19 vaccines that are available for us to take, and that yes, it's real. It's good for us to take it, and we can really go with it, not minding what is coming around the social media about whether our leaders should be the first to take it and see it, work on them before we can, go ahead to take it. But yes, Doctor, one of the things that's coming out again about the COVID-19 vaccine is on the number of times that we can take it. Now, we know now that we can go for the first round, we can also go for the second round and all of that. But again, the question being asked is, after going the rounds with COVID-19, is it to say that we are protected and no need for, the other protocols that we have on COVID-19?
Okay, thank you very much for that. The COVID-19 vaccination is in 2 doses. When you take your first dose now, the second dose will be taken with, between 8 to 12 weeks. That's the second dose. So the healthcare worker will give you a date within that time to come for your second dose of the vaccination. And that is protective enough. But the issue is that, just as I earlier said, taking the vaccination does not mean that for now that you are going to stop your face masking and other non-pharmacological interventions, like the issue of avoiding distances, hand wash, respiratory cough hygiene, social distancing, physical distancing, good diet. So all these things are still there. We are still going to observe all this for now.
Well,
until we can get enough people vaccinated to form what we call the herd immunity. Thank you.
There are still concerns about the old in taking the vaccine. The concerns here, was there at the beginning when it started that old age and looking at people at over 60, that the immunity of these old ones may be of concern to us too. Is that still on with the vaccine, with the COVID-19 vaccine?
Yes, on the contrary to what you have said, the older people are even our priority. After the healthcare workers and the strategic leaders, we have prioritized the elderly, those above 50 years and above, to also come out for the vaccination because we want them to be protected. The high-risk group, the younger people can be jumping around, going to somewhere, overcrowded places, get COVID, and the person may be asymptomatic. He comes back to the house to come and meet an elderly person who has been indoor all this while and transmit the infection to that person. And the elderly can, by that transmission, come down because of the lower level of immunity at that age. That individual can come out with a severe or a critical form of COVID-19, which can lead to the death of that person. Well, so that's why what we are prioritizing, after the healthcare worker and our strategic leaders and some other key people, we have prioritized that the elderly people will be taken care of. And let me tell you, as of now, even in Kaduna now, we have started facilitating some elderly people already. Thank you.
Okay, elderly people and the very young, maybe at infant level or so.
Thank you very much. The vaccination does not concern the very young. The vaccination is for people above the age of 18 years only. So the very young are not going to be vaccinated. Mothers who are pregnant are not going to be vaccinated. Those who are lactating, that means those who are breastfeeding a baby, will also be excluded from this vaccination. And any other person that we deem not fit enough to take the vaccination, maybe the person we have noted that this person previously had a hypersensitivity reaction to flu vaccines. So people like that may be excluded from taking the vaccination. Thank you.
Well, again, Doctor, just before I get the lines open, we have an issue of corruption in the society, and it is, for some people who will say that it is a very serious one, and I do not want to go to the pandemic level of it, but let's just leave it at that. We're faced with corruption, and with the COVID-19 vaccine, again, all that can come out, with it, that can some people, be said to, use this against the people too, when it should be like free for all.
I didn't get your point. You mean corruption can affect the
I'm saying that yes, because what we're getting around, on the round is that because of the high level of corruption in the country, that again, some people can use this to find a way to make money or to scoop on the people. Now knowing that everybody wants it now, and so people can just fall victim of the corrupt ones amongst them.
What our population should know that there is an order, there is a coordinating body for this COVID-19 vaccination, just like any other vaccination that we have done in this country. The National Primary Healthcare Development Agency and our state primary healthcare development agencies are fully in control, in charge of management of this COVID vaccination in this country, in collaboration with some of our development partners. So what is happening is that even before you take the jab, you are advised to go and do e-registration on the portal of the National Primary Care Development Agency. You will register all your vitals, your biodata, your name, your age, so many other things about you, where you stay, and some other details. Everything will be taken, and you'll be directed that you go to this primary care center that's close to your house. That's where you will receive your jab. So if anybody is going to be facing it or going to be making some other fake vaccines or trying to deceive people, it will be people that will not follow this normal protocol, that will be looking for shortcuts. Otherwise, Nigeria, this is not the first time that Nigeria will do vaccination. We have done a lot of vaccination campaign. We have done so much. Look at polio. We have done so much of polio campaign. And there were national immunization days. We have more immunizations and so many other things. So we are not new to vaccination. We have all the structures in place. People should just follow the instruction as it's being given, either from National Primary Care Agency, from the State Primary Care Agency, or as you are being directed by your health care workers. And if you do this, you will not fall into the hand of the wrong people. Thank you.
Okay, Doctor, just stay on the line. Let's get back to the audience too and have them be part of this conversation. Numbers to call, express or show us your concern too about the COVID-19 vaccines. On these numbers, 081 40,000 989, 081 40,000 989, or 070 87 800 989, 070 87 800 989. Let's get your concerns too about the situation we are in with COVID-19. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's Buba Umar.
Buba Umar, let's hear you.
All right, sir. Good morning, sir. Still about the efficacy. Now, Astra was rated about 62%. That is what according to Boris Johnson. Now, there are other, Johnson & Johnson is rated about 78%. Now, don't you see that we are going for cheap contract rather than saving lives? Why not let us, since we are ordering this thing, why not let us order from other sectors like Johnson & Johnson? Now, also, with regards to the phobia being posed in the public, now, what we are seeing is that the rollout has been so to some certain have been and some have been favoritism to some certain extent. People were denied. In fact, I was denied at Barao Diko yesterday.
Denied.
Thank you very much. Sir?
Denied.
Yes, I've denied. In fact, the director by himself just to come out and deny me that the medicine are prescribed for frontline workers, and we were told that aged people are supposed to go to. Thank you very much.
Okay, Buba. I'll just get straight to Dr. Oyefabi on this. Dr. Oyefabi, you had the caller there, Buba Umar.
I heard him briefly. I just hearing talking about favoritism and denial, but I didn't get the full detail of what he was talking about.
Yeah, well, he talked about being denied, getting the vaccine, and that it was meant for a certain group. And at Barao Diko, that's what he said.
Okay.
Yes.
That's understandable. It's not being denied. Now, Barao Diko is fascinating. They are prioritizing healthcare workers first. I just told you that this vaccination is in phases. The first phase is for healthcare workers. And let me thank him anyway, because we are happy with a situation like this who is coming up for voluntary vaccination. So all we need is just to have some education on how this vaccine process is going about. The first phase is for healthcare workers, is for our strategic leaders, is for high risk group, like they say, people at the point of entry. They even prioritize petroleum attendants. They come down to some other people, security people, because these people are high risk group. And also, the elderly are prioritized. And those, what I mean, that these are the people that will be taken care of first. Because now we just have 4 million doses. The elderly are there, they can get their vaccination. Then those who have comorbidities, like somebody, what I mean is that somebody has hypertension or diabetes, these people are also considered first. It's after these people have taken that this vaccination can be extended to people that are in the normal population group. Maybe I use the word normal population group in inverted comma. What I mean are the general population. Let me use that word. The general population can now be considered. So when this gentleman went to Baradico, I mean, understand. Maybe they didn't take time to explain to him what they are doing. President Baradico is vaccination of the healthcare workers. It's only if they have extra doses left that other people in general population can be considered. So it's not a denier, and we are very sorry about that. Okay. I'm also part of Baradico Teaching Hospital.
All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're still with your calls. Let's still get to hear your concerns about the COVID-19 vaccine. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Mr. Toyalabi.
Good morning.
This is Ahmed Sandana and Ademini from Sandana.
All right, Ahmed, let's hear you.
Yeah, I have been saying that our leaders are very passionate about our health. He's a doctor, and we know what is happening, even though we are hearing that doctors are about to go to strike. Do you think they really care about our health, considering the budget to health in the national budget and even in the state budget? Do you think that shows that they really care about our health? And secondly, about the issue of this vaccine, we know during the lockdown, they dedicated billions of naira to support less privilege for COVID-19, but only few people have it. But now, just 4 million doses of this thing, it's like they are even begging people, or they are even trying to convince people to come and take it. And it is possible that every Nigerian might be able to get it. But if it comes to sharing money, you discover that Nigerians will not get it. So that is causing suspicions from Nigerians about the COVID-19. Have a wonderful presentation.
Okay, thank you, Ahmed there. Dr. Ifabi, you got that call, I'm sure.
No, sorry, it's straight, so maybe you can just break me.
Okay, his concern was on, having the COVID-19 go round, that we're talking about that it should start with the health workers and, of course, the leaders, and then before it goes round. But what are the concerns, that we've seen with the health sector, that, the health sector had its problem or still having its problems on the concerns of government on the health sector? Wouldn't this also be a case for COVID-19 too?
No, there is no serious concern. We have gotten assurance from the Federal Ministry of Health, an agency of the federal government. The Honorable Minister has also given us assurance. The vaccine supply is not a problem. We have made adequate arrangements to vaccinate all Nigerians. But these vaccines are coming in batches. And since they are coming in batches, there's a need to make sure that the high-risk group first. And we all agree that the frontline healthcare workers, those who are seeing confirmed cases of COVID-19 every day, should be considered first. So that when they are protected, then we know that they can better take care of their patients, and they can also be an advocate, just like I'm advocating now, to others that, see, I have taken my jab. And this is about close to 10 days now I've been vaccinated. And there is nothing. So I can be an advocate to encourage others to go and take their vaccination. So those vaccines, the process is in batches, and it will go around. There is no challenge with the supply. We have been given that assurance. The challenge we have is on the demand side. What I mean is on the population side, that the population should be prepared. Go and do your registration, and they will give you some information. And when the time comes for you to be vaccinated, come out to get, when you're your own batch, understand your time, that understand the batches available and the population that it is for. So that when your own time comes, you will just come out effortlessly to your center. And what they are doing is that they will tell you, they might likely tell you the time of your vaccination and tell you the station where you will be vaccinated. So it's not going to be a problem to anybody. Thank you.
All right. We're still with the program perspectives and looking at the COVID-19 efficacy of the vaccine and the vaccine going, all over. We're still with your calls. You can still squeeze in 1 or 2 calls before, bring the program.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning to the doctor.
Good morning, sir.
My name is Comrade Gabriel. Examen.
Let's hear you.
Sir, not that we are not prepared to take the vaccine, but our suspicion is always that this government, what is said in the morning, you have to look, if you say good morning, you have to look at their word. That's why a lot of people are suspicious. Now that even the European countries have agreed that this vaccine is safe, I think there is no point for us to continue to argue in Nigeria. Definitely we have to take it. But what we want, let the government be sincere in whatever she is doing. Because what's happening in this country today, many of us did not believe what the government is saying. That is why there is a lot of suspicion. But we are prepared for the vaccine. Whether it's the president, the governor, or whoever, our concern is let them make sure the vaccine, everybody, that is all. So what is going to happen with the rural people? Are we going to take people to that place? Because a lot of people in the bush, they don't know what actually is happening. I think that also should be addressed. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, doctor. Yeah, okay. Comrade Gabriel here.
Just follow the news. Follow the events as they are unfolding. And make sure that you have done your own registration and you are prepared. The vaccine will get to everybody.
Okay. All right. Still with your calls. We can squeeze in this one. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning, thank you.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, we are hearing you, please.
Good morning to your guest. This is Engineer Emmanuel.
All right, Engineer Emmanuel.
Yeah, I think your guest has spoken very well, but I want to ask this question. Does the vaccine prevent the COVID-19 infection? That's number one. Then number two, there was a little controversy just at the fact we tried to clear the air. We were told that this company that produced that of Nigeria,
Hello, Engineer Emmanuel.
It is like a stopline now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think he's mentioning controversy. Maybe we can. Maybe I think he's talking about the AstraZeneca vaccine.
Okay. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Yes.
Yes, this is Chimet calling from Guaria Avenue.
Okay, Chimex, let's hear you.
Yes, please. My question is about this vaccine we are talking about. How about we that have not been tested? We don't really know, because I heard that someone who has the virus taking a vaccine is dangerous. So the test has not gone around to show how many people that has it. You understand? That's the way I'm looking at it, the perspective I'm coming from.
Okay. Doctor, did you get that?
Yeah. No, I didn't hear him clearly.
Chimex, you're still around. Can we hear you on this again? Okay, Chimex, go on. I really didn't get that too.
It's like talking of those who are infected, can they take the vaccine? I think that's what I can get from his question.
Okay, yeah, so let's hear that.
Let me just clarify. You see, if somebody is coming for the vaccination, we are not going to be testing the person for COVID at that point. So if somebody is asymptomatic and maybe the person has COVID and is not having any symptoms, you will still vaccinate him. And the thing is, it's still protective. But those who have symptoms at the point of vaccination, there's what we call triaging. It's one of our processes. If you have fever, we call for the copy in meeting and you come to the center, they will screen you. They are not going to be doing COVID tests for you before they vaccinate you, but they will triage you. They will check for fever, they will call for difficulty in breathing, for other symptoms. If you have that symptoms, you will be redirected to the facility where COVID tests will be done, and if that person is positive, the person will be taken to the isolation center for management. Otherwise, if somebody is stable, he doesn't have any symptom, he just come for his COVID-19 vaccination, and the triaging, when they check all his clinical, it's okay. they will not be checking if it's positive or it's negative. They're going to vaccinate him. And that vaccine will still be protective for that person. Is that the question?
Yeah, doctor, just clear it. Again, we're looking at Chimex, with the question that if you he had that anyone who has the virus, it can be detrimental if the person takes the vaccine.
Yeah, I have just clarified that if somebody has the virus and is symptomatic, we will direct the person to for admission and for management. And somebody who is asymptomatic just come to the center for vaccination. And at that point, we are not going to be doing COVID test before we do vaccination for him. So even if somebody is positive and he came for vaccination and we didn't know and the person collect the vaccine will still be protective. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Dr. Ogwigo, if I'd like to thank you so very much, for coming on the program this morning with us.
Thank you.
Thank you. And that's about this. Yes. And that's about the size of the program. Perspective this morning, and looking at COVID-19, the vaccine, efficacy of the vaccine, and clarity on all of us going for the vaccine, no matter what comes on the social media about not trusting the vaccine and its efficacy. Dr. Ifabi this morning, and of course we've had that all over the world, that the vaccine is safe and that people should come out, take the vaccine, the first and second dose as it may come. We'd like to thank Dr. Ifabi once again for being our guest on the program. I'd like to thank my colleagues here in the studios too. Ken Chat, thank you for connecting us with the people. And Wisdom, thank you for putting us in the pictures. We'll come back with perspectives on Monday. Have a wonderful weekend.